Right, let's all try. Hi guys, welcome to today's lesson on how to do the outro solo from Slide Away. Now you'll notice there's a little bit of difference. I haven't actually played the full solo at the start, I haven't got another video with it up. It's so long and there's so much repetition, I'm going to try something different. And we're just going to show you the different licks that Noel Gallagher uses in the song, and then you can put it all together yourself. I'll try and give you the timings roughly as well. So, basically we're talking about 4 minutes 5 seconds into the song. We've just had a Slide Away, and then we come in with this riff, and this is the riff we've done in the chorus and we've also done in the solo. We're going to bend the 7th fret up on the G string, then we're going to bend it down, then we're going to play 5th fret on the G, then we're going to play 7th fret on the D, okay? So basically this whole section, as I've mentioned before, is played over F major 7 or F major 9, that kind of tone, to D7, so that kind of a tone going on there. So that's the lick that's played over it. So basically, as I say, from 4 minutes 5 seconds, we're going to play that lick once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, okay? And now we're about 4 minutes, kind of 4 minutes 25-ish, just as we play that 5th time through of that lick. And that is it. That is lick number 1. It's the same lick we've already done in 2 different sections of the song. So the next lick, very, very similar, but what we're going to do is we're basically going to build on from that. Now the first time is slightly different than the other times, okay? So, just lean across there, sorry. So the first time is slightly different to the other times. So this is the only, there's not too many times this will happen, it's just a slight change in this riff. But we start the lick as normal. Just exactly the same. Then I'm going to go to the A string, 5th fret, and I'm going to hammer on 5 to 7. Then the D string 5 to 7. Then 5th fret on the G. Yeah? Then I'm going to bend that 7th fret on the G again. Okay? I'm going to bend it back down again, so it's very, very similar as to what we've got so far. So basically, and then I'm going to play 7 again on the G, 5th on the G, and then 7 on the D. Okay, so we've got obviously the first lick, which is just the same as before, and then the new lick. Then I'm going to do another hammer on, 5 to 7 on the D, and then I'm going to play 5 on the G. And that 5th fret on the G is a staccato note. Then I'm going to play on the G string 5th fret, 7 on the D, 5 on the G, and then 7 on the G. Okay? So, this is what we've got so far for this little section. So it's just our, so 4:26 we play the lick at just as normal once, and then we're going to move on to and this next time I'm going to throw in an extra 5 there, so I'm going to bend the 7th fret up, I'm going to pick it again, then I'm going to play 5 on the G, and then the rest of the lick is basically going to be very similar. 7, 5, 7 on the D. Okay. Now, again, the first lick's slightly different in that we only have 1 hammer on. Now we're going to go back to this 2 hammer on the A string 5 to 7, then the D string 5 to 7. And then again that 5th fret staccato, and then 5 on the G, 7 on the D, 5 on the G, 7 on the G. And we do that lick then just exactly the same. And then we do it exactly the same again. Yeah, it's basically this. That's. Oh, I just realised I ended that on a D note. That should have been a G note there. Sorry, my apologies. Okay, so that's lick number 2 basically, just as I played it, but it does have that first time through, it's slightly different. You just miss out actually two of the notes. So you transition from here, then, so you miss out the 5 and you miss out this first hammer on and just go straight to the D hammer on, first time through. the full lick, which we then do 3 times in a row. Okay, so that's basically lick 2, slightly more complicated than lick 1, but not too bad. Lick 3, lots of repetition of this. This is going to be really about hitting dead hits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my finger set up here. So 7th fret on the D and then 5th fret on the G and the B. It's going to say there's going to be a lot of dead hits. So what I'm going to do for the first beat is I'm going to strum, basically I'm going to strum down, up, down. Yeah? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the first down dead, but then on that up down I'm going to have that 5 and 5 on the B and the G, and I'm going to play that up down. So it goes like that, okay? Then the next beat I'm going to play down, down, up. So down, up, down for the first beat, then down, down, up. And that first down, I'm going to let that 7th fret on the D string ring out. And the other 2 are going to be dead hits. So I'm going to go, no. Let me do that right this time. I got overexcited there. Okay, that's the first 2 beats. Now the third beat is going to be down, up, down again, but I'm only going to try and let one of them ring out, the final down. So I'm going to go down, up, dead, and then I'm going to let the 5s ring out. And then I'm going to hit the 7 on the next beat, and it's going to be down, down, up again, down, down, up. So let me play it through slowly. So down, down, up to start. Sorry, down, up, down to start. Down, up, down to start. Oh my goodness. Down, down, up. Down, up, down. Down, down, up. Yeah? Okay, so just played it through a couple of times there, a little bit faster at full speed. So just realised I didn't say, this kicks in 4:55 into the song, basically, when we get this riff, lick. It's probably a lick, I suppose. But it's a very, very funky thing. It's one of those things, you know, doesn't need to be that accurate, probably not, but that's how it goes. Now we're going to do this for a large chunk of the rest of the song, okay? So it's going to be one of those times it's going to be easier to play along with the song to get the vibe. But I can tell you how many bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars before we do anything different. And after that 8 bar section, we got another lick. But this riff that we've just done, this lick that we've just done, I should say, does carry on underneath this new lick, okay? So this third lick into the song with all those dead hits, the down, up, down, 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 up, okay, is perhaps the most important bit because it's the biggest chunk of the song. So we can say we've got those 8 bars before we do anything else, okay? And then we've got this lick, which is going to be lick number 4 now. Okay, so lick 4 kicks in at about, I think it's 5:15 or so into the song. Pretty much 5:15, 5:16, just as it's clicking over there. So as I say, lick 3 that we've just done continues underneath for some of this. And let's go through this lick. It's going to be very similar to what we've done before. 7th fret on the G string bend. Then we're going to do 7th fret on the G, pull off to 5, 7 on the D, and then 5 on the G, and that's fast, like that. So you got, yeah, so much faster than we've done those licks before. Then 7th fret on the D, then a hammer on 5 to 7. Now it kind of this lick kind of goes in 2 bar sections because the first bar we do that first bend on the beat, so we go. And then we hold that note just for the first bit of the next, it's actually the first half a beat of the next bar. So the next time we do the bend, it's the same bend, it's the same lick that we play, but we start half a beat later in the bar. We start on the and of 1. So it's going to be hold. And because we're on the and of 1, we have to do a kind of a shorter bend, I should say. Not a sharper bend, a shorter bend to fit it all in. So it's that 2 bar sequence, this 4th lick, okay? Yeah? And that's basically how, that's lick 4 basically. There's not really much else to say about lick 4. And that's also the lick that comes in right at the end of the song. I have it written down here, 6:04 into the song. When it's really starting to fade, we come back in with that lick. So yeah, that's just, you can just about hear that say 604. So it's the same lick both times, and that's lick 4. So lick 5 then. Yeah, so lick 5. Now the way that kind of lick 4 works is it's played a couple of times, and then there's a bar with it not being played, then it's played a couple more, you know, so it goes like that. And then this lick 5 actually is still at the same time as lick 4 is just ending and lick 3 is going on. So it becomes very, very, very hard to hear. So I'll try and give you how it kind of goes in, but actually if I was playing it live, I probably wouldn't do this in bit, I'd just do the main lick because it's a classic bit of Noel Gallagher. So we're now going to be up to 8th fret on the B, and we're going to be playing 8 and 10 on the B, and then 8 on the E, okay? That's going to be the main bulk of this lick, but let's just show how we come in. We're going to come in with a little hammer on that B, 8 to 10, then 8th fret on the E. So we've just had that lick, so we're on the and of 1. It's a fast hammer on as well. Semi-quavers. Then we're going to play on the beat again, on the 3rd beat of the bar, that 8th fret on the E string. Then we're going to play it again, and another fast hammer on, and that's basically how we then link in to the main bulk of this lick 5, which is the same thing over and over again. So that's our little way in, but as I said, actually if I was playing it live I probably wouldn't do that. I'd just go and play that main bulk of the lick because I think it sounds cool if you go straight from the... And that's basically the main bulk of the lick. So I'll go in that little intro, so it'd be... And then the next bar would start 8 on the E, then we're going to do a hammer on the B, 8 to 10, and then that's it. And again, it's very, very hard to count when you're doing those. It's basically I think it's about 3 bars of that. Same thing, but again, it's one of those things that's much harder to count as you're going. You just feel it and listen to the song. Obviously, the downside with this song is, like a few songs off this record, it's in the mixing, it's ended up a bit sharp. So it's a bit of a nightmare to play along with, but it'll be fine. You'll be fine. And that's it. That's lick 5. So basically, there's 5 licks in this outro. The first one being the main lick that we do in the chorus. Now lick 2 is the more complicated one because we have a different one first time to how we do it the subsequent time. So the first time we would go, so I always think of it as the same lick though, because you could do it exactly the same and it would be fine, but it's not actually exactly the same. You do that bit and then you go into the bend. Okay, so that's first time through. Second time through it'd be, and subsequent times it would be. Okay, so that's the second time. Subsequent times, then you've got that lick, which is just a nightmare to play. It's one of those ones that when I play it quickly, it's fine, but if I try and play it slowly, it often falls to pieces. But I'll do my best to play it slowly now. Yeah, so that was a bar nice and slowly there. So, and that's that bar. Again, I mean, actually, would I play it that accurately? No, I just get the vibe, you know, probably. No, just to get the right vibe. And then we've got lick 4. And those kind of 2-bar sections. And then we've got lick 5, which comes in with a... And then we finally end with back to lick 4 again, once everything's kind of settled down. And that's it. It's all the licks in the outro. So have a little bit of fun with that because there's a lot of mileage there. There's a lot of cool licks. A lot of I mean, it's all classic Noel Gallagher stuff. So if you've learned any of these other solos we've gone through, you will recognise all of these licks before. And hopefully you're starting to build up a big kind of chunk of knowledge of how Noel Gallagher puts his solos together because it's really interesting and it sounds great. So that's it. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. So a little bit different this time because as I said, it's such a long outro solo. It's like two minutes, just over 2 minutes. So I figured there's no point me just playing the same 5 licks through. I mean, you know, let's just go through the licks and then it'll be a quicker video for you guys. So hopefully it's going to be that. Have a little bit of bash at this and then we'll move on for some, there'll be some more Oasis to come. As usual, I appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate it if you like the video. It really helps. Just the same as if you comment on the video. Again, it really helps me. Helps me out, and also I'd appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, because that's really cool. Yeah, and I'll see you guys again soon for some more awesome, probably Oasis. See you soon. Bye bye.